Hello, everybody out there. It is Friday night, and we all know what that means. Oh, crap. It's not Friday night. What are we doing here?
I mean, I have to drink this now.
Uh,
Oh.
I don't know. My calendar's, I'm just confused and turned around. But hello, everybody. It's a Tuesday night, and Marty and I are jumping on here for sort of an impromptu get together. We had some cool stuff show up in the mail recently, and we figured rather than just, kind of add thank yous into other videos, we do a short stream to give our thanks for some VCLT stuff that came our way. We're going to splice in a few announcements along with this just to help fill it out. Hello to everybody who's in the chat. Good to see some familiar faces there. Tim, Frosty, Anthony. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday evening.
Hey, Mel.
Mel's in there too. Hello, Mel. Let's see. Figured we'd start this off kind of simply with Marty and I, as we always do. See how we are doing. Marty, how are you doing this week?
Too early to tell, but doing all right.
Week's off to at least an okay start.
They're all they all fill in together, I guess. The second verse, same as the first.
Yep. Yeah, it's a busy week so far, but I'm hoping tomorrow I can get my feet under me and catch up a little bit.
How are you doing?
We're working along.
Good. How you had a good week so far? Good weekend?
Yep, not too bad. Just busy, but I think today was the super busy day. I think it'll back off a little bit tomorrow. So we'll go from there. Rick and Aaron, good to see you guys in the chat as well. So next up on our quick list tonight is a quick mention of something that we've been playing this week. Marty, you've been doing this on the Album Club. It's a fun idea to kind of get the ball rolling. So what is something you've been playing this week, Marty?
I've kind of rediscovered this band, Monogarm. They're from Sweden. This is their third album, I believe. Vargstenen. Focus. Yeah, Monogarm. Our buddy, we're at Fat Camp, and our buddy Laverne was telling us about this guy he met on the cruise. He always does the 70,000 tons of metal cruise, and
oh, cool.
Tobias, I can't remember his last name, and he said he had a YouTube channel, The Rock Vlog. So go check out The Rock Vlog. It's been a lot of fun. The guy is in the bands Wormwood and Monogarm, and their Monogarm are kind of like a Viking metal, pagan / black / folky conglomeration. Some fiddle, some acoustic instruments, but it's like sort of like Enslaved. But they're good, and looking over their discography, I used to have the first 2 albums, and I somehow got rid of them. I don't know why. Must not have been what I was into back then when I had those. But yeah, check out the Rock Vlog. He basically, whenever the band, either Monogarm or Wormwood, go on a trip where they go play some shows, he shoots like a documentary, a vlog, and he's quite funny. Mm-hmm. And you feel like I kind of binge watched it this week because it's interesting to see the European music culture. Monogarm's got quite a following, a bunch of monthly listeners on Spotify. So they're going to all these fests and they walk out on stage to thousands of people. It's just, it blows my mind being in a band here in America, stuck up in the northern part away from any sort of scene. It's just kind of interesting to, watch that. So anyway, got me listening to Monogarm stuff, and I'm enjoying it. Been enjoying it a little bit. Been listening to some Vintersorg as well, which I never really cared for. Now I'm starting to kind of like it. I blame power metal.
yeah. There's a little inkling of that in there. I haven't played Vintersorg in ages. I liked it a lot and kind of burned out on it, but the other band sounds interesting. I don't know them. Don't know Mormagun.
What about you? What have you been spinning?
Well, I got this in the mail a few days ago, and this is definitely sort of a shout out for Jeff from Gas Masks and Hand Grenades, who's hanging out there in the chat tonight. He recommended this. So, Jeff recommended this a while back, and I've been playing it on YouTube, and I had my eyes out for a copy. Copy showed up recently for a good price, and so I've been playing a whole lot of Fifth Angel.
That's a good. I actually got that record earlier in the year, used on record for under $20. It's a good record.
Yep. Yeah, I found this. It's a nice used CD copy. Found it for $12, and really good for folks that aren't familiar with it. It's a 1986 release, originally on Shrapnel. Seattle band, really kind of classy sounding US power metal. Maybe put it next to some stuff like Vicious Rumors or Gargoyle. It's not quite as, fancy proggy sounding as, a Queensryche or Heir Apparent from Seattle. But yeah, really good vocals, really bright, flashy guitars all over it. Just excellent songwriting. Comes with a couple of different covers. This is the cover when it got reissued on. They were picked up by a major label for a little while. I forget if it was EMI or Epic, one of those, something like that. But yeah, so this is the second cover. You'll also see like a red cover with more like a big Pegasus looking thing in the center of it. So if you come across it, definitely a really cool one to check out. So Jeff, thanks for this recommendation. I'm glad I've finally got a hard copy of it and I can quit typing it into YouTube over and over and over because right the album just rules front to back. There's not a bad track on the thing. Most of the time when I find a new album, even if I really like it, I'm like, I'm going to give it a B+ for right now because it's got to kind of take some time, really sink in. Will I still be playing it a month from now? Will I already have forgotten about it? This just goes straight into the A category. It's that good. It really is. So, yep, glad to have it. Jeff, great recommendation as usual.
I actually like that second cover a bit better. I think there's a classiness to it. I don't know, like the white and the cool, border and it's a, I don't know, sleek design. I dig it.
Yeah, it's an interesting design because the character's like way off center over here, which is kind of weird. But yeah, the layout and the color scheme is pretty cool. The original cover is not bad, but it is a bit generic in a way. It's just same kind of orangey sky with a big white horse wing bird griffin hippogriff kind of critter in the middle.
Yep.
So, yep. All right. So with that order of business out of the way, something else we want to do, just kind of like public service announcement with this, is go over a few of the upcoming releases that are coming. If folks haven't noticed, there's a lot of interesting metal albums that are about to get dropped in either late September or October. Some things scheduled later also. So just a real quick rundown of some things in case they've kind of slipped under people's radar. And this, of course, is not a comprehensive list. If other folks know of some cool stuff coming out, please put it into the chat so other folks will know also. But let's see, starting with next Friday, September 29th, this is when a lot of stuff starts to drop. Moonlight Sorcery has an album coming out. A lot of people are hyped to hear that one based on the strength of the EPs last year. The new Primordial comes out next Friday as well. We just reviewed that one on Heavy Metallurgy. If you want to hear a few short clips and get some insights into it, it's over there. Wolves in the Throne Room have an EP coming out on September 29th. They've had a full nice music video up for a couple of weeks on that. That song sounds really good, very much in keeping with the recent material. Let's see, you get into October, a few things coming up. October 13th, Tomb Mold has their next album coming out. I know a lot of folks are going to be excited to hear that one. We've gotten the promo for it. I'm assuming somebody's going to review that. Marty, has anyone laid dibs on Tomb Mold?
TJ is talking about wanting to do it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yep.
All right. Well, that could work. That could work. Let's see. Then on October 20th, Kira Thungal returns with their new album. Kellen and I are going to be reviewing that over on his channel, Killing for Company. So look for that. And last on my list of things to keep an eye on, Wayfarer has their new release coming on October 27th. So we got a little over a month before that. Their last couple of albums, a lot of folks have really been into those. And I'm sure folks are really chomping at the bit to see what they're going to deliver this time around too. So yeah, it's going to hang on to your wallets, everybody. It's going to get bumpy. And there's a lot of cool stuff that you may want to check out in the very near future. Not unusual for this time of year. A lot of bands and labels like to have stuff coming out around this time so that maybe bands can do, one last round of touring. And I'm sure it has nothing whatsoever to do with, the upcoming holiday season.
Right.
Never enters their mind.
Yep.
But yeah, few of those releases there. But I think it is time we got on to the main order of business here. What do you think, Marty?
Yeah. Alan, for those who may not know, what is VCLT?
VCLT stands for venereal canine lupus tendencies. So this is for dogs, that go into heat, get a little too busy, and need our help. So this is kind of a Bob Barker thing since he recently passed away. Someone's got to pick up that mantle and speak up for the pets. You
Wait a
probably mean
minute,
the other. You probably mean the other VCLT.
I am
don't you?
not helping with that.
Yes, the other VCLT. Yeah, this is the idea with VCLT is you have vinyl. Shoot, what's the C stand for? Vinyl cult, vinyl
Community.
club, vinyl community, love train. And the idea is people, kind of send records to one another simply for fun. It's not a trade. There's no quid pro quo. It's more the sense of you watch a video someone's posted, or you read a comment someone's posted talking about an album, and you're like, you know what? I bet they would really enjoy this album, and I've got a copy of it sitting here. I'm just going to send it to them. Or you hear that, oh, somebody's really looking for a copy. They couldn't find a copy of such and such. Yeah, I've got 2 copies. Why do I have 2 copies? I'm a sick little monkey. Let me spread the sickness by sending that second copy to a monkey who doesn't have a copy. And again, it's just kind of a nice thing to do. There's no reciprocation expected or needed whatsoever. If anything, the idea is pay it forward to somebody else and kind of keep the train going that way. And we have gotten some VCLT stuff here recently that, again, we want to make sure people, got props and say a big thank you. It's very kind when people do this kind of thing. So, Marty, you want to reveal who has sent us some stuff here?
Well, friend of the show, friend of ours, Dwayne, otherwise known as Lazerrus on here. One of my inspirations for starting this channel, for sure. Awesome dude. He's been on with us 2 or 3 times now, and is going to be on again eventually here. Super great guy, about our age. And I woke up and saw a massive box leaning up against my front step yesterday. And of course, in Dwayne fashion, it's never just one thing. It's a bunch of things. And then I get a phone call today from my sick little monkey in arms over there. He also got a package today from Dwayne. So
yes, Marty had texted me with this, like, Dwayne sent me this giant box. This is so cool. And I was like, oh, that's awesome, man. And I got home like half an hour later. I'm like, there's a giant box next to my door too. I'm just like, ooh, this is going to get interesting. So yeah, we figured that we would, do a little unboxing here as a way to, say a big thank you to Dwayne for sending stuff. Really kind. He's, shipping it from the other side of the country to us, which, postal rates and stuff, not cheap these days. So nice of him to do that.
Someone's ears were burning, by the way. Yeah, we're talking about you, Laz. We got your stuff. We're going to show off the spoils here. What we got
now. This won't work quite perfectly because one little monkey on this screen couldn't wait until Christmas morning to open his presents.
I would have waited if I knew what the plan was. I didn't hear about the plan until today. He's like, why don't we do this? I'm like, I've already unboxed mine, but I haven't opened or listened to any of it yet. So
there's not, Dwayne had mentioned, he was going to try to send us something, but didn't expect that, we would be getting the boxes, literally within hours of one another. So yes, this kind of came up after the fact, but I did come up with the idea before untaping mine. So this thing is still sealed up. And as you all can see, it's a heck of a box.
It's a heck of a box. Yeah, mine was a heck of a box too. Crazy. Yes.
And I have not opened it. Don't know what's in here. So
we all have ways of getting even too, Dwayne. Just saying. There will be a counter strike, I'm sure.
Yeah. Now, again, in the VCLT, reparations are not expected or anything. There's no reciprocity required, but sometimes it does happen.
Yep.
So yeah, let me see if I can avoid cutting myself.
That would be good. And we'll watch Professor Steele bleed out. We'll see if he truly does bleed metal here in a second.
I got to point out too, to everybody watching, this is how you know that your YouTube channel has really made it. You have custom return address labels.
Yes,
right there for the Lazerrus channel. Marty, when are we getting heavy metal return address labels? When I got to stop writing my name on boxes like a chump.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Lazerrus Incorporated.
This unboxing video is sponsored by Lazerrus LLC for all your heavy metal shopping needs.
Absolutely.
Say, if you're feeling a bit dead, turn to Lazerrus.
Boy, we're doing unboxing videos now. Now we need to start doing reaction videos like, ooh, ah, ooh.
Jurgen's going to take care of that for us.
Yeah, Jurgen, I think, summed up the perfect reaction video, and he nailed every single one of them out there. I watched some of those. Go ahead.
It took him, and it took like 4 minutes. It's a 4-minute video, and yes, everything you need to know about unboxing is. Or first reaction things is shown in Jurgen's video. It's hilarious. You have to watch until the very last second, though. Don't stop it.
Don't stop
it even 5 seconds earlier. You will miss part of the punchline.
Yep. And the fact that, you watch those dumb things and the way people are reacting to stuff, it's like, do they really listen to music that way? Are they that surprised about everything? Boy, they have pretty sheltered lives, I guess.
Yeah, if folks enjoy them, that's fine.
People watch them.
No, people love them. They don't do anything for me, but yeah, it's just, it always seems a little bit too contrived, and it's just not for me. But yeah, and I just don't. The bottom line is, I don't care if a professional plumber has a certain reaction the first time he hears Danzig 5. What does that matter? It doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
Prima Ballerina's reaction to hearing the first Deicide album. She was never going to listen to that. Who cares?
Yep.
If she loved it, great. If she doesn't, it's okay. Anyway, what have we got here? The box is open. So we've got cool custom.
Oh, we have matching. We have matching eddies here.
You got a matching eddy as well. Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
So good. Yep. Cool note here from Les. I won't read it in case it gets too sappy. We don't want to embarrass him, but yep, just basically saying that some cool stuff. Have fun spinning. Yep, and see you live. Thanks for the invites and having me on. Talk again soon. Absolutely, Dwayne.
Absolutely,
it's always a pleasure having you on. Amazing collection. Anyone who doesn't watch Dwayne's videos, you're just doing life wrong. All right, I'm just going to pull out the first thing here, and are we going to kind of alternate items, Marty? Or do you want me to just go through my box? Okay,
we can alternate.
Let's alternate.
It might be the exact same thing. Who knows?
It could be. There could be anything in here. Could even be a boat. Shades of Family Guy.
Oh.
Someone in the chat will get it. It's like the longest running Family Guy meme of anything. It's like, what's in there? I don't know. It could be anything. It could even be a boat. Peter, just take the boat. But the box could have anything in it. It could even have a boat. All right, up first. Cool. I do not know this. I know this band, but I don't know this album. Rhapsody, Zero Gravity. So yeah, this is a band. I like some of their early stuff, but I've kind of lost track of. So cool. Be interesting to see. Get kind of back in touch. This is the this is the Trilly Leone Rhapsody. This is one of those bands that has gone through a couple of weird splits with the name. So yep, just to be clear, that's what we've got here. Don't know it, but yeah, very happy to hear it. Have to the wife may want to check that one out too. That's right up her alley. So Dwayne, thank you for that.
Have that one as well, not from Dwayne, but I it's still sitting in shrink wrap in about 25 other Rhapsody or Rhapsody of Fire adjacent Italian symphonic metal, for those of you who do not know. All right, well, let's go with my first one here. Night Demon Live Darkness. I have one other Night Demon album, the one that came before the new one.
That's a good live album.
Is it a good live album?
Yes, it's a 2-disc or two album thing.
It's a multiple disc here, it looks like.
Yeah, it's a very fun live set. The first disc especially is really, really good.
Yep. But looking forward to checking this out. I've only heard about obviously when I pulled songs for Alan's review of the new Night Demon, there's a couple really good songs, and then there were some that didn't do much for me. So I don't know. But it's cool to catch these live albums, and the album I had heard before the new one I liked. So looking forward to hearing this. Should be fun. A lot of fun. Thank you, Dwayne, very much.
Yep. And looks like I'll be able to,
Woohoo!
Agree. So yeah, cool to get a copy of this. Yeah, again, I've heard it. I've got it on my iPod that I play for commuting back and forth. Really, really fun live set. They sound great. It's got a good crowd mix in it, with crowd noise and stuff. Fun set of tunes. So yeah, anybody that isn't familiar with Night Demon, this is actually a pretty good way to jump in and check it out. So Dwayne, awesome. Thank you so much, man.
All right.
Back to you, Mr. Worm.
Okay, we've got Altar of Oblivion. I have heard this band before. I have not heard this album, and I don't know if I might own one early album. I would have to look, but kind of Candlemass-ish era epic type doom. Am I correct, or am I off base a little bit?
Yep. Nope, that's pretty fair. They kind of have 1 foot in the traditional metal, 1 foot in doom metal kind of style.
The Seven Spirits. This one's called. This came out in. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to be able to see that without the Hubble link up. So, yep, Altar of Oblivion, the Seven Spirits. Thank you so much, Dwayne. Looking forward to checking that out as well.
Yeah, they are a cool band. I've got several of their albums. I don't have that one. Oh, wait, but now I do.
Woohoo!
So, yeah, very cool. Yeah, I've got several by this band, and they've done very good. If anything, they've gotten slightly better over time. One of their recent EPs was one of the best things they've ever put out. The vocalist has kind of a very unique voice, a little bit of an accent. I want to say they're Danish. I may be wrong.
Rick is saying Danish. He thinks of them as a Danish Candlemass.
Danish Candlemass is not a bad comparison. They're not quite as big and grandiose sounding as Candlemass, but it's that kind of classic style of traditional doom. So yeah, one I did not have. Very cool to check this out. I wonder if this is the only one I didn't have. I've got to be close to their discography if I'm not, because they've kind of had some gaps between records here and there, but yeah, really consistent bands. So Dwayne, you hit the target. Thank you, sir.
Why don't you pull another one out of there?
All right, let's do that. Let's pull out. Oh, cool. All right. Ed Guy, Age of the Joker. I have not heard this one by Ed Guy. I know their early albums, and at some point they were just one of those bands that you can't juggle all of them, and Ed Guy fell by the wayside. But this is another
one. In the cover could juggle all of them.
Well, he might could, but he's a professional juggler. He can probably juggle chainsaws with his balls or something.
Impressive.
I can't do that. No. But yes, this is a band too. The wife really digs that guy, so she's going to enjoy this as well. Be cool, yeah. One of those bands I just haven't circled back to in a long time, so it'll be fun to do so.
So Mel, you better be taking notes of all this power metal you're going to be listening to, so we can do a power metal show. Just saying, just putting it out there. All right, let's see here. Next, this thing here. What the heck, Dwayne? My God, man. Awaken the Guardian Live. This is a box set. I have not opened it yet. I have the vinyl version of this, but this is all the CDs. There are 4 CDs, I believe. Yep, there's a DVD and a Blu-ray in here. Oh, wait. 3, 4. There's 6 CDs in here. This is crazy, man. There's a book, obviously a book in here too. You know what? I'm just going to pop this open real quick.
Absolutely, that's cool. I've seen the vinyl version advertised online, but I haven't seen
this.
The
is
CD
a bit
package.
More. Oh, she is taking notes. Woohoo! This will be a day long remembered. Okay, and obviously Dwayne watches the show and he knows the love. Oh my God, this thing is crazy. What the hell is this? This is like this must be where there's other stuff in there. I'm not going to open it all, but yep, there's a book here. Bunch of photos. I am not good at this. Sorry. Let's see if I can do this without breaking the spine.
Folks can tell we're not like professional,
we're not professional unboxers. I should be like,
oh my God, what is this happening? This isn't reality right now, man. This isn't reality. What is this? What's going on?
My pants.
Oh my God, this can't be real. Yeah, I see a lot of these with Pokemon cards being opened with my little boy. And they some of those guys would have handed aneurysm by now if if they weren't careful.
This is crazy, Dwayne. Thank you so much. Very cool. Cool. Yeah, my God. Yeah.
Fascinating. Now that's the Keep It True.
It's got Keep It True and
like the whole album, right?
Yep. Keep It
Very
True and Prog Power USA. And they're
Oh,
not
so it's
only
got
is
both performances.
Yep.
Nice.
not only is it the music and the discs, it is the performance of the video performances as well.
Very
So,
cool. Very
very
cool.
cool. Awesome, man. Thank you. You knew this one would you know I'm a fan. Right? Okay,
If not,
Alan.
you're going to become one very
Yeah,
rapidly.
right.
Let's see. Well, Melissa will be doubly happy because, yeah, we're going to get more into recent id guy. This one's called Space Police. I don't think I've ever seen this one. So very cool. Yeah, the one with the Age of Joker, I've seen that one around before, but I've never seen this one called Space Police. So I've got some id guy catching up to do, and good to do it. Hey, North of the Rockies. Glad you could join us in the chat. Good to see you, man.
And almost 50 people here on this impromptu stream. It's cool to see everybody here. Awesome.
Thank you all very much for joining us just for this bit of a little bit of silliness, but also again the big point is to say thanks to
Thank
Dwayne.
you.
Marty has another thank you to cover here in just a little bit too.
All right. Next up, these next three I have not. Oh, there is one I have heard here. I have not heard this album, but I love the band. This is Argus with
nice.
This is called, it's self-titled, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they have a self-titled album. Yep.
It's on Shadow Kingdom. Very cool artwork.
Yep.
I know nothing about it. You know anything about this, Alan?
Oh yes, I've got a lot of their stuff on MP3s. Never had physical copies, but they're again another kind of traditional doom band, kind of 1 foot in trad metal, 1 foot in doomy style.
Nice.
They remind me a little bit of the whole like Maryland doom metal scene, Pentagram, Obsessed, that kind of vibe to it. But yeah, really well done. A lot of good songs. I've heard both their first two albums. I'm pretty sure they have a third one though that I never did hear. But yeah, very cool stuff. Haven't checked up on that. That's another band I just haven't checked up on in ages. But yes,
I'll let you know. It's
cool
going to be a lot of fun. Thank you again, Dwayne. Yes, thank Pentagram. Okay, Alan.
All right, so there's some vinyl here, and there's more bubble wrap and tape. And I'm doing my best. We'll get there. Where's my knife? I was, of course, an idiot and put the knife away. Why would I do that? Not a professional unboxing video maker yet.
Yet.
A year from now, I'll be sitting here with 3 boxes of the new Pokemon cards, slicing them open in 3 seconds a pack. Oh my God! Look at this Pikachu. If that happens, send help.
Yeah, I'm coming right now. Yeah.
What the heck is this? What is this? Oh, I have never seen this, but this is a thing. This is a thing. Sabotage. OBY. It's a picture disc with the original cover artwork on it.
Didn't they just reissue that last year or this year or something?
I guess maybe that's what this is. Let's see. This is. Oh, trying to read little print is not easy. LM Nimet Laminate limited edition picture disc. But looking for a label design.
Last year.
It's got the old Paul Records design on there from last year. Yeah. That is awesome. I have not seen that. I like that with the white cover border around it too. Obviously the original had black where you're seeing white there. That looks really sharp with the white though. It really makes the blue pop nice. Oh, that is so cool. Never seen it. I did not know they had reissued it last year. Or if I did, it went in one ear and out the other. I never saw it. I never saw it. I haven't seen it with this white border before. Oh, dude. Dwayne. Oh, I'm just going to sit here and make this face for a while while Marty does that. But that is so cool.
Dude.
That is really sweet. Oh, that is really sweet.
Very, very cool.
Neat.
All right. Next up for me, another band I have not heard of or heard. This is Last Horizon by Eliminator. This was on Back in Black.
For half a second, I thought you said Lost Horizon.
Last Horizon.
I'm so used to you hearing you say that name.
I am surprised I didn't just say it. Yeah. There's another really cool artwork, actually. Yep. Back on Black. Don't know anything about him. Alan, anything?
No, I do not. Once it wasn't Lost Horizon, I was lost.
Alan, you're here. Tim, Alan doing a reaction. He did it. He was very excited there for a second.
I'm very excited about all this, but yeah. that sabotage, that's very right at my eyes. But Marty, it looks like we're going to find out about Eliminator together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Laz says it's traditional power metal.
Trad
power metal.
We're off to a good start then. It's checking the boxes.
All
looks
right.
Really cool. I like that.
It does look cool. I do like the artwork.
Even the art on the back's pretty neat. With the close up of the ship. I'm guessing it's a ship. Ship castle. Yeah, it's got to be some kind of big ship thing that's crashed. Cool.
Psyched. All right, Alan, you might as well go again.
Sure. Let's see. Next on the stack is. I think you were telling me this is one of their new ones, Marty. I've not seen it before. Agent Steele.
This is their latest. I have it too.
Okay, awesome. Yep. I knew they had another one not long ago, but
this came out in. Oh my God. I don't know.
Yeah. When middle-aged guys try to read copyright dates.
Yeah,
that should be it. There's your reaction video. Nearsighted professor tries to read 6-point font. That'll be on all the thumbnails.
There's no denying John Cyrus is, he's an amazing singer.
Back on Black 2021.
Right on. And I have no idea what sort of band he threw behind him here on this. And I have not heard a note on this. So I'm very interested to hear this. I'm a fan of the early John Cyrus Agent Steele.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even some of the stuff they did like in the early 2000s. I had one or two of those albums like around, was it Omega Conspiracy, Order of the Illuminati? And those weren't bad. They sounded different, of course, with a different vocalist, but they weren't bad.
Right. Well, Dwayne, I got to say, thank you. That was in my package. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, man. You did not have to do that. And I will start compiling a return fire. Don't worry. And also, you've seen him on YouTube. He does it.
Marty.
I figured I'd do some, and then we'll go back to, we'll keep going back and forth.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sure.
So I figured.
Oh, yeah. There's a couple more things here from Dwayne that I haven't got to.
I figured then we could you could keep going on the Dwayne stuff, and I'll start on the Jacob stuff.
Absolutely.
But Jacob Buell, you've seen him a lot over on the Gas Masks and Hand Grenades channel. Super awesome dude. He runs the YouTube channel, The Upside Down Church. It hasn't been super active, but I think he's planning on starting to get active again. He sent me a massive box as well. Some of this I've listened to. I have not listened to any of the tapes or the CDs. So
yeah. Jacob's been on a lot of Jeff's and Rick's streams and stuff. Yep. Correct? Yeah. Really nice guy.
So I'm just going to show the 4 tapes he sent here. There are CDs and LPs as well. Visigoth Vengeance 2010 demo.
Cool.
On cassette.
Yep. Salt Lake City. Awesome. Epic power metal.
Yep. Band I have not heard of. Ravenlord Chapter 1 demo.
I like the name. Stormwitch inspired.
We shall
see. I don't know the band.
Hapless Wretch cassette tape. Looks like a demo. Not heard it. And Shadows Into the Nightmare. I'm sure Rick has heard all of these. He could probably fill us all in on what these sound like. Oh, is he? Good. I'm glad to hear that, man. I know looked like he bought a new mic and stuff too, so that's going to be super sweet. So I'm into the Jake box here, and Alan is still in the Lazerrus box. Again, Dwayne, thank you so much, man. You really didn't have to do all of that. Seriously. Alan.
Yes. Looking through the vinyl, copy of the Argus here too. So I finally have one of these on a physical copy, which is awesome. It's one of those things I always kind of keep an eye out for, but I never come across them in the wild. So yeah, it'll be great to revisit this. It's been a long time since I checked out this band, but they're really good. Thank you so much, Dwayne.
All right. I'll rip through these CDs really quick. I have not listened to any. There was one I did spin and I left out there. It was a Vardan album. The Vardan puts out tons and tons and tons and tons of music. I've only heard one other of his albums, and the one Jake sent, I can't remember the name of it. It's okay, kind of bare minimum lo-fi black metal. But the other stuff he sent here, Witcher with oh my god, I can't read it. Oh, Sendes Dom. Not heard of it. This one I can't read at all. Oh my god.
If you can't read the logo, it must be good.
Anybody? The name of the album is, I can't even see that. It's so dark in here, and the font is so small.
Oh, I didn't
I
know.
Warning.
It looks familiar, but I can't call it.
Beyond Unseen Gateways is the name of the album. So it's looking forward to checking it out. Looks cool. Nicely done. This is a band called Tideless, Adrift in Grief. Have not spun this either. Oh, here we go. Jake is on. Jake, thank you so much, man. God, you didn't have to send all this stuff. Incredibly generous. I've got a lot of fun listening to go here. Like I said, I have not dug through the CDs except for the Vardan. And then Winterlore, Four Swords Against the Pions. I think this is one of the dudes from Caldan Brood, another project. Jake might have to fill us in on that, but yeah, in a A5 book,
cool
sleeve thing, and we'll get into the records. I have listened to the records, so
yeah. I always thought the A5 format, looks very nice. I know they're they don't fit on shelves very well with other stuff.
Yeah,
but they are a very neat looking format.
Very cool. It's something eye grabbing,
Yeah.
Yep. Another Jake Rogers joint. Cool.
And
everybody, there's links to Lazerrus's channel and a link to the Upside Down Church in the description below. Go check these guys out if you're unfamiliar. Jake, again, you didn't have to do this, man. Anyway, Alan is back with more stuff.
Yes, this is a cool one that's eluded me for a long time. It's the debut Elixir album got reissued. It's called The Son of Odin. This is one of the last, or kind of considered by many, essential new wave of British heavy metal albums that made in the 80s. Didn't come out until 86, which is really pushing it in terms of, the release date. A lot of folks are like, yeah, that's a little too late to be new wave of British heavy metal. But this band had been around for several years before then. They had a single released like around 84. So it just, the album, was delayed for reasons. Didn't come out until 86. But yeah, this one ranks really high on a lot of folks' lists. I won an original copy of this 20 years ago on eBay, and the son of a bitch refused to send it to me because he wasn't happy with the final closing bid. He thought it should have went for more. I was like, I'm sorry, man. That's what it went for. You didn't put a reserve on it. I'm not going to offer you more money. And he wouldn't send the damn record. So you're out there. I still have your eBay ID. And I'm still going to get you one of these days.
Vengeance.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I never have come close to winning a copy of it since then either. So, yeah, very cool to have this on the rack. Thank you very much.
Aaron says, holy shit.
Yeah. This would be, very cool. This,
again, he's like, I bet Alan was pissed. Yeah.
Yeah, don't pull that crap. If you want a certain price for it, that's fine. But you start the bidding there, or you put a reserve on it. eBay gives you plenty of ways to handle that kind of thing. If you start it for $5 and it only brings 10, that's on you. That's the chance you take. 20 years ago, I'm not still bitter about it at all.
Next up, hold on one quick second.
Nope. Well, since Marty,
I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, it's all good.
All right. Next in the box from Jacob. This is Apostasy with Death Return. This is a Chilean thrash band. This came out on Sentient Ruin. Man, I gotta say, out of the stuff, there's a lot of good stuff in this box that I've listened to already. This thing was an eye opener. It sounds like old school thrash. It's produced well. I was quite impressed with this, to be honest. Because usually, like, modern thrash just has something about it that's cool, but it just isn't. But this doesn't sound like this is their third album, I think it said in the hype sticker. You're right, Jake. This album does smoke. I was quite impressed with it. I've listened to it twice, actually. Flipped it back to back both times. Very, 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 very good. Yeah, Yeah, Apostasy, Death Return. Check it out. Chilean thrash.
Yeah, that Chilean thrash scene, for folks that haven't checked it out, there's a lot of good stuff coming out of there. And I'm no expert. I've just started checking out a few bands here and there, thanks to Kellen. He did a really good video.
And
covering
Kellen
that
is
scene
here. He
over on
heard his ears
scene.
burning too. What's
There
up,
he
Kellen?
is. Yes, Kellen's. If anyone missed it, his video on the sort of Chilean scene is really interesting, and there are some, really fantastic bands coming out. They're nice too, because at least the one or two I've heard so far, you're right, Marty. They sound, they very much have the classic thrash sound, but they don't sound exactly like a copycat, and they don't sound like dated either. It's not like a cliche. Somehow they're managing to make it sound like a really sharp new release, but at the same time, it sounds exactly like something that would come out at 85. And I haven't quite picked it apart and figured out how they're pulling that off, but they are. It's really impressive.
All right, Alan.
All right, last one, I believe, in the box from Dwayne. Another Elixir album. Now, this one I've never heard. It's Voyage,
cool cover.
Voyage of the Eagle. Yeah. A couple of folks, Dwayne and some other folks too, have mentioned to me lately. Was it Mike? It was one of the guys, one of the UK or European YouTube guys had mentioned. I think it was Andy, actually, who was talking about Elixir and how he'd picked up more of their recent albums and was really blown away by them. So I have never followed up on the band. So it would be really cool to hear what else they've done besides Son of Odin and the single. The last thing I heard by the band was recorded in 86. So this will be really cool to check out also. So Dwayne, you know what I like. Yeah, you definitely do. Thank you so much, man.
All right. Well, I've got a few more here. I'll just go through them.
Mm-hmm.
Only spun this one once. I enjoyed it. This is I can't read the font. Apparently I need to go get glasses, people. But this Golgothan Remains.
Ah.
There you go. Something in ruin. A Danid in ruin.
I don't know. I recognize the band name, but I don't know the album name off the top.
Cool album cover. Gatefold. It's kind of a modernish leaning death metal sound, kind of cavernous. Good vocals, good songs, solid record. Listened to it once, enjoyed it. Power Metal Tuesday. Yeah.
Yes, well said, James. Absolutely.
Okay, next up, this is Worm Witch with Wolf Hex on Prosthetic Records. Never heard this band either. Kind of rawish, kind of rockin' black metal a little bit with a good production.
Yep, I've heard. I haven't heard that one. I've heard a little bit by them, and I liked them. I've been meaning to circle back to them. But,
I liked it.
They're on the list.
Yep, it's catchy, well written, well produced, very good record. Thank you again, Jake. This one I think was the favorite of the records. Archeron Thodol, Archeron I don't know. Rituals of the Sovereign Heart. It's on Nature Mocked Records. Really good. Kind of woodsy, fierce black metal. A lot of atmosphere on this. Good, solid aggression. It's a really good record. It's got a nice booklet on the inside of it too. This was a definite eye opener. I can't say the damn name of anything that's like not English. It sounds like someone hit me in the mouth with a baseball bat and I just can't speak. Archeron Thodol. I don't know. But yeah, this is a really, really cool nature-ish sounding black metal release for sure. Thank you again, Jake. You didn't have to do all this. And then he threw this in. I'm sure trying to be funny, but you have no idea the nostalgia around this. Anne Murray's greatest hits. My mom and dad had this 8-track as I was growing up. So
nice.
I am quite familiar with this record, and it would be not one that I would give away. It's very cool. Snowbird, Danny's song, a love song, You Won't See Me. I'm not going to go through it because this is a metal channel, but I know he was thinking he was being funny, but this is kind of, it really digs in there with the nostalgia. So Jacob, Lazerrus, I mean, you guys did not have to do all of this stuff. It's crazy.
Yes, in all seriousness, thank you all very, very much, and very, very blown away. Very, very generous. And yeah, Marty and I were thinking, in the spirit of VCLT and trying to give some cool stuff to other people. It's high time we did a little giveaway on heavy metallurgy, and I've had something I've been saving for just such an occasion. And in the spirit of giving that Jacob and Laz has kind of set here, it's time to do so. So this Friday on the normal heavy metallurgy stream at the start of the show, we'll announce our first sort of giveaway. And but I'll go ahead and show folks what it is I want to give out. It will be, where's it at here? It's buried under a bunch of Lazerrus records now. Let's see. I have ended up with an extra first pressing of Panopticons and again Into the Light on vinyl. It's the 2 LP sets. It's got the book. It's got the CD. It's basically never been played because I ended up with 2 of them sort of randomly. It is the first pressing, the blue, clear, cloudy
clouds, yep,
vinyl, variant. So this sold out extremely quickly when it was pre-ordered, and I know there's a ton of people that really wanted it. It got repressed a couple of times, so more folks
still available. It's still available too.
Yeah, so
not that pressing, but it's still available.
Exactly. You can still get the most recent pressing from Bindrune, but the first pressing sold out really quickly. A lot of folks missed out on that one.
We had to increase the print of it actually. Yeah.
And it's still
sold out. Yeah.
And it still ran out. Yeah. I've seen a lot of people in, chats and comments and videos mention that they really wanted to get a first pressing copy of it. And so rather than try to play eeny, meeny, miny, mo, who do I give it to? We're going to have a contest and I'm going to give it away. It will ship anywhere in the world for free. So anybody can enter as long as they're not somebody who writes reviews for heavy metallurgy, because Rick, you've won enough contests. We have to set that stipulation or you'll win it.
Or Devin can't join either because he seems to always win something too, the lucky little fucker.
Devin has an unusually high win rate as well. But yes, it'll be open to everybody else. I will ship it anywhere in the world for whoever wins it. Just tune in Friday night on Heavy Metallurgy, and we will explain what you have to do to enter. It's going to be extremely simple. Won't be hard at all. So if you've wanted a copy of this one, you can dig it up on Discogs. It's not cheap for the first pressing these days, but we're going to give away this extra copy that I've been sitting on for a while. And one lucky person then will win it in the near future.
And the giveaways are a good idea. It's something that's easy, and it's something that we should do more often. And I think between the 2 of us, we can probably figure something out a little more frequently. It's a really good idea. It really is a good idea. It's cool that you brought it up.
Yeah, we really appreciate folks tuning into the streams, supporting the channel, watching, leaving comments and stuff. And so, certainly happy to, give some stuff away and, spread a little joy, spread a little VCLT to other folks out there who have helped support us.
Absolutely.
Marty, anything else that you want to say here as we start to wrap up?
Just some show notes. I mean, Sunday we put up a Cannibal Corpse review that Melanie did, getting some good traction. Go check that out. Monday we put up, Alan did a review for the new Primordial. So you had 2 reviews back to back. Tomorrow the album club will be here talking about Mourning Beloveth, the album Formless. And then Friday we don't have figured out yet, but we will. There's some things going on. I guess we'll talk about that after. But you know what? The funny thing is, Rick, the 5,000 is coming a lot quicker. Maybe by the end of the year, if the gods deem us worthy, we'll be bringing in the new year with some chameleon spins. It'd be pretty sweet. I know Alan's been looking forward to it. Yeah, maybe we'll do a little bit bigger, like a give and back type of thing, because 5,000 is a pretty cool plateau for sure.
Yes, we'll give away autographed photos when you'll be able to see the tears drops all over them, because I'll sit here and sign them while listening to Chameleon. This album's so fucking bad. Best wishes, Professor Steele. Next. Oh God, it's not over. It's only track 3.
Are those horns? Yeah. Yeah.
Keep on rocking, Professor Steele. Fuck, this sucks.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. Anyway, anything else?
I believe we are in good shape. So yeah, check out the album club tomorrow night, and Marty and I will see you again on Friday with some details on how to try to win yourself a copy of Panopticon, tear stained free. I'll keep that one in the outer sleeve, so no teardrops shall besmirch the Panopticon first press.
Laz says Alan signed Broken Chameleon CD.
I'll break it into 100 pieces, and the first 100 callers each get a fragment of
Right.
splintered silver plastic.
You ever tried to break a CD? It's actually
It
kind of
takes some doing.
dangerous. It's kind of
Yeah.
dangerous, actually. Fucking cut your wrist in a sec. Anyway, everybody,
some
you
doing.
all rule. Thank you so much. And Lazerrus, Jacob, thank you, everybody. Like I said earlier, the link to both of these channels is in the description. And Rick,
Yep.
the dreadful Rick, said that Jacob is about to make his comeback. So everybody go check
Yep.
it out.
Yeah. And again, just in closing, if you're watching videos from folks or chatting with folks, and you kind of get a hint of like, oh, so and so would like this album or something, think about participating in VCLT. Don't send. We're not asking. Don't send it to me or Marty. Look for other people to send stuff to.
We have
Send
plenty to
stuff
listen to.
Yeah,
Still fun to get them. Don't get me wrong, but
we really appreciate it. Yeah, when
Yeah.
folks send it, but we want to see everybody get to participate, and because hey, it's always fun to get something unexpected in the mail and just be like, hey, I noticed on one of Jeff or Rick's streams you mentioned you'd really like this album, and I had a second copy, or I found it cheap for $5 in a used bin and remembered you wanted it. Here you go. Make somebody's day a little nicer. Send them a record. Who doesn't like getting records?
Because if you go take a stack of CDs into a shop and trade them in, you're going to get maybe $1 a CD.
Yeah.
Like, is that a big deal? I mean, it's, and then if you try to sell it on eBay, yeah, if you have a flippable item, you're going to make some money on it. But most stuff, you're not going to make crap. And by the time you got the listing fees, you got the PayPal fees, and the time going to I don't know. It just seems like
sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it's not.
it's not.
For the stuff that's not worth, trying to trade or flip, keep an ear open. You never know when there's an opportunity to make somebody's day by sending them a little VCLT package.
Absolutely. Having said that, yeah, everybody, we'll see you tomorrow night. I always consider VCLTs, basically, yeah, absolutely. And it's just a way of showing someone that you appreciate them and what they're doing. It means a lot. It means a lot.
Absolutely. Good deal.
Anyway,
Marty, it's been very fun.
A lot of fun.
But it's time to go.
Everybody, see you tomorrow night. Y'all have a good one. Cheers.